It is better to command in hell than serve in heaven. So I'm just going to let that sit there for a little bit and let you digest it. Alright. Let's get into it a little bit here. This video, I want to go over some stuff. Let's do a refresher course. It's apparent that you all need a history lesson about what's really going on with the government and the secret space program. Okay? Number one, your government right now, as I'm doing this video, is heavily spying on you. That's a known fact. Okay? And if you're not going to be willing to address this, you're going down a really nasty road full of thorns and wolves and bloodthirsty things. People, it's more than just a gang of people. You're a spiritual being. Okay, first and foremost. You have a consciousness, and everybody that's born on this planet, you have psychic abilities. But what's occurred on the planet is that you made a decision a long time ago who to worship. Lucifer / Jesus. And it probably wasn't even your fault, because he's so good that he's slick. He's Lord of the Light. He's very good at what he does. So, it's probably not your fault. But I'm really trying to wake you. Okay? So, for some people to say, oh, you're schizophrenic, and you don't know what you're talking about, and da-da-da-da-da-da. Well, people, did you know that this Gangstalking program is really, really deep? When my targeting started, it occurred in 2013. Sorry, I'm tired. Okay? So what happened was I dove into the Bible trying to figure out what the heck is going on, right? You're looking for answers, right? So, that's what I did. And the answers in the Bible didn't satisfy me. So, I dove deeper. I went in to the nest. And I discovered this book. The Greatest Story Never Told. I paid a lot of money for this book because there's not a lot of copies out. This person that wrote the book really did their homework. Okay? I was surprised to find out that my targeting went all the way back to 1700 BCE. And that the wrath of God is actually voice to skull. Okay? The voice of God. V2K is voice of God. You can look up the patent and check it out. Go to Google, type in voice of God, V2K. And you'll see the patent information and the number. And all those patents go to who? The Crown. Serco. Because you live in a feudal system. So, Wrath of God, ancient Sumerian times, is called Gangstalking. And that individual's name is right here. Okay? This occurred in Iraq. And there are tablets that describe this gentleman's torture. Okay? So I'm not going to read everything, but I'm just going to scan it. Now, here I wrote Jewish, because I believe he was Jewish. What happened to this gentleman is that one day, he was happy, and then the next day turned to shit. Everybody's pointing the finger at him. They're looking at him weird. They're treating him like shit. He's not getting service. Service is being denied to him. He can't figure out what's going on. And what it was, people, was the pyramids. The pyramids emit electromagnetic frequency. Okay? No, DARPA wasn't invented back then, but you do have fallen technology here. And those are the pyramids. Okay? This is ancient gang-stalking tactics. Okay? Alright? The whole, suicide shit, that's in the tablets too. His story is documented, people. Okay? So, know your history. If you know your history, you know where this technology is coming from. And how the Swiss Templars, the priesthood, is redoing it again. Okay? They're just doing it. It's the same thing, except they have elevated it to the secret space society out there in space, above the planet. Okay? DARPA technology exists. And for those people out there who pretend to be TIs but are really not TIs, and to tell other people that you're schizophrenic and you need to go get help, you know what, you're full of shit. Because you don't know your history. Because it comes full circle. There's a gentleman by the name of Dr. John Hall. He wrote a book called The New Guinea Pig or something like along those lines. And he went out and he mentions how schizophrenia does not occur in the late 40s on a natural basis. He even tells you that this stuff that's happening to people is a constant and it's very chronic and it goes on and on and on. Well, yeah. If your DNA has been uploaded to the NSA, they have you. They have your personal frequency. And they will stalk you. They will read your brain thoughts. Okay? So, doctors are part of this program. And to also sit there that it's someone close to you and that, certain people within the government, like Lindsey Graham, don't know about this technology is a lie. These senators know all about it. And to say it's family, sure, yeah, family can sell you out. But it goes bigger than that because it goes all the way up to the tippy top of the pyramid. Who sits at the top of the pyramid? Well, that's the king. Then you have the crown. Then you have nobility. Then you have your cops who protect the king. Then you have your peasants, who's part of the community watch program. Take a bite out of crime. Okay? These peasants, your neighbors, go to these local fusion centers to sit there and spy on you. And get things in their home like the Raytheon Stingray, put them in their homes, and then torture you at night while you're trying to sleep at night. They are using interferometry. Interferometry is a weapon where they can look through buildings, your clothes, And they can even scan your blood from space. Okay? They can send you a bioweapon using this technology. GCHQs tied to the FBI, tied to the CIA, tied to the Crown. The Crown owns Serco. Serco is who? The Patent Office. Where all this technology, like voice to skull, has been labeled and documented. Who owns the Crown? Well, that's the Vatican. Okay. So we got a lot on our plate. So I just wanted to address that, yes, it is your government. Yes, it is your senators that are stalking you, because this technology goes all the way up to the tippy top of the Crown. And who owns the Crown? That's the Vatican. So I can go really deep, and present a lot of evidence. Because I've been at this for 12 years. And not only that, ladies and gentlemen, I know my history. One of the best Sumerian examples of a man struck down by the wrath of God. Well, all you gotta do is just put voice to skull, voice of God, is a man by the name of this guy. I know exactly how deep this goes, people. And I don't need no former military person or anybody else to tell me who the fuck I am. Like I always said in some of my videos, there are leaders and then there's followers. You're going to lead your life or you're going to follow them. Remember, government is slave, not master. Once you let the government become a master of you, I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry I spelled the word ancient wrong. I'm a little tired. I'm a little tired of going around and around and around and around trying to explain this shit to you all. Because you all just don't want to listen. So, when they do their 3 days of darkness, I don't know what to tell you. Did you know the other day or yesterday they had some lady in the House of Reps? She was like, "You will see darkness." Yeah, she's part of she knows. So, ancient history, people. There's not a lot of these books left. You can look. Try to find it. Go ahead. Prove me wrong. Go out and try to find this book. Go. Prove me wrong. And start looking up UN charters. Prove me wrong. I am not going to deny myself the truth. I know what's happened to me, and I walk in my own damn shoes. Can you say that about yourself? Or are you going along to get along? It's up to you, people. I gotta quit this because my 15-minute mark is coming up. And I don't want to upset the Swiss Templars. So, know your history, people. I gave you a big chunk of it. 1700 BCE. Iraq. Gangstalking. Harassment. Electromagnetic frequency. Later.